Ugo and SimSim, what is Down syndrome? Ugo and SimSim were playing together when the doorbell rang. "SimSim," Daddy shouted. "Mrs. Rotimi is here. Please come downstairs." "Come on, SimSim," said Mummy at the bedroom door. "It's time for your session." "Okay, Mummy," she replied and went downstairs. "Can I go too?" asked Ugo. "No, sweetheart," she explained. "SimSim has to do this on her own." "But it's not fair," Ugo complained. "Why can't I go with SimSim?" "Ugo," Mommy said softly, "do you know why Mrs. Rotimi comes to visit your sister after school?" He shook his head. "Well," she continued, "SimSim has something called Down syndrome." "What's that?" Ugo asked. "Fetch your building blocks and I'll explain," Mummy replied. Mummy laid down the blocks. There were 23 pairs. "Okay, Ugo," she said. "Imagine each of these blocks is a chromosome." "What's a chromosome?" he asked. "That's a very good question," Mummy replied. "Chromosomes store information about us." "What kind of information?" Ugo asked. "Oh, all kinds," she answered. "Like the shape and color of our eyes, how tall we are, the size of our nose, and so on." "See these blocks of chromosomes?" said Mummy, as Ugo nodded. "Most people are born with 23 pairs. But when someone is born with Down syndrome, like SimSim, they have an extra chromosome." "Wow!" Ugo gasped. "Does that mean she has superpowers?" "No," Mummy laughed. "But it does make her special in her own way." "Mummy, how can I get my own Down syndrome?" Ugo asked. "You can't get it as it's something you're born with," she explained. "For SimSim, it can make things harder for her to learn at first. That's why Mrs. Rotimi is here. She is a therapist and she helps SimSim to learn." "How?" Ugo asked. "She uses lots of different exercises that help SimSim with her speaking and writing," Mummy replied. "So SimSim has to work harder to do things?" asked Ugo worriedly. "Only some things," she said. "And remember, we all have things we're good at, things we're not so good at, and we all need help sometimes." "Just remember," encouraged Mummy, "that together, you and SimSim can do anything." Soon after, therapy was over and Mrs. Rotimi said goodbye to everyone. Ugo couldn't help but give SimSim a big hug. "I promise to be the best big brother ever." "You're squishing me," she squealed. "Come on, let's go outside." Ugo took SimSim's hand and they ran outside. They played happily together for the rest of the day.